Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a hair coloring video. I watercolored some hair provided to me by the Crave Collection on Instagram. I was going for a jet black color, so in the video I used two ion color boxes. I used midnight blue black and jet black, and the video is Slay by Jordan inspired. So with his method, he recommended to use any type of navy blue, specifically Adore. But I went to Sally's, and Sally's doesn't sell Adore, so I still use the navy blue just by Ion, and I'm used to Ion colors because that's all we used when I was in cosmetology school. So right here in the video, I was mixing the midnight blue black first, and then I think I already put in the jet black, which was the liquid because it was a permanent, and the midnight blue black was semi-permanent. So the hair used in the video today was the 20-inch 4x4 closure, and then 22, 24, and 26-inch straight bundles. Right here, I'm just prepping the closure to get watercolored by spraying the lace with Got2b, so that way it doesn't get stained when I dip it in the color. Right here, I was just getting my gloves ready. I had already, by this time, of course, mixed the colors together, got the concoction ready in a sink. Um, I was further mixing it because, to my surprise, I thought I had mixed it good enough, but I didn't, and I think that's partially because I didn't use a door. But I've seen this method redone plenty of times with other types of color, but just know when you don't use the door, you will have to mix it longer. I think I had to mix it for like 5 minutes because I first dipped the closure because the water is most potent when you first make it, and just my thought process, I wanted the closure. You know, like if you during a darker color, you want your closure to be the darkest, and if something does have to fade down, you want it to fade down from the top to bottom, not the bottom to top. So I always do any closure first when I'm watercoloring, but with this method and this color, not so much this method, this color, it was beads of the color still in there, even though I had mixed it really good. The color is just thicker than Adore. Adore is a cheaper color than Ion, so the beads were just in there longer. So in here I was getting it together, seeing where the beads were. I was just trying to like, get the beads out because if not, they were going to stain the lace. But that is why you do spray the Got2b, so that way it has a preventative measure held up against it. So I actually had took the closure out because I still hadn't mixed it good enough, and I just started. I basically was using the bundles to stir the mixture even more because the little brush I had wasn't getting it good enough. So I just, the beads won't stain the bundles; they will only stain the lace. So I just started dipping the bundles so that way I could kill two birds with one stone. I was dipping the bundles and getting the rest of the beads out so that way I could further not bleach. I mean, not bleach. I could further not stain the lace of the closure. So right here I was just dipping the bundles, with darker colors like this, you don't see it as soon as you do it, obviously. So I just was doing it, just doing it as much as I could because it won't hurt. The purpose is to get as black can get. So it is no such thing as too much when it comes to doing a jet black. So in the upcoming clip, I'm going to show the hair once I have finished watercoloring all three of the bundles and the closure and was about to prep to bleach the knots of the closure. So to bleach the knots, I didn't want to use any bucket of bleach, so I got a packet when I was at Sally's as well. I had some leftover 40 volume, the really cheap kind that's at every beauty supply, and then I had a small one of, I want to say, I don't remember the brand, but it's right here, Salon Care. That's what it was. I had a small bottle of 40 Salon Care Developer, which finished off the rest of that big bottle. So I was just getting the mixtures together. You want the mixer to be like cottage cheeses, or yeah, like I'm gonna show it on the brush in the upcoming. But you want the mixture to not be too thick and not too watery, because if it's too thick, it won't do anything, and if it's too watery, it will overly penetrate and turn the actual hair blonde, or bleach it. So I started. I looked more aggressive than I actually was, but I was more so like placing it on top. I was making sure to get like, I want side to side, basically. Like, I don't know what to say. Basically, each side of, 4x4. I was making sure to get each side of the lace, like, not everything. I was just placing on top. You don't want to push it in because it will go to the other side of the hair and actually bleach the hair, but you don't want to just like, well, you do. You just want it to sit it on top, but that's why you need your mixture to not be too thick, because if it is too thick and you just sit it on top, it literally will not do anything. So I was just showing you right there. Right now, I rinsed it out. I think I let it sit for about 30 minutes, and I rinsed it out with warm water. Everybody has their preference, but personally, I just do warm water. I don't. It's no rhyme or reason. I just do warm water. And my sister brought me the purple shimmer lights right there because I had left it in my hair room. So after I rinse it off, I tone the lace because it will have a very orange look to it. And I did two shampoos just because it seemed really orangish to me, but it's never a bad thing for the most part unless you overly bleach the knots, of course. But I did two washes just to be on the safe side, and yeah. After rinsing the bleach out and toning the hair, I also shampooed the bundles. Um, I think I'm saying that too early, but either way it goes, I rinsed the bundles out after this, but I was just detangling the closure. I rinsed the bundles out. I shampooed the bundles as well because you want to stop the chemical process from happening. So I use the neutralizing shampoo, stop the chemical reaction or process from happening, whichever way you want to say it. And I was using my hair finity conditioner. As you can see, it was at the very bottom. And I was just conditioning the closure and the bundles. You don't necessarily have to, because from watercoloring like this, they won't be dry. But just to, follow traditional standards, just to shampoo it, stop the chemical process, and then put a conditioner on afterwards. So I think right here, I was about to rinse the bundles out. Like I said, I was too early with that, but it's cool. So yeah, I just rinsed the bundles out and shampooed them off camera. I didn't record me shampooing them. I literally just did a quick shampoo to stop the chemical reaction. And yeah. So I forgot to mention, but I left the actual bundle sitting with the dye on them for about 45 minutes because I left the bleach on the closure. Yeah, I left the bleach on the closure for like 30. I left the dye on there for like maybe 15, and then I left the actual dye on the bundles for about 45. In the next clip, I'm gonna show the hair all done, the lace toned and bleached, the lace, I mean the closure dyed, and the bundles dyed. And stay tuned.